Greetings. Well, today was the day. The Baseball Writers of America voted today for the 2021 inductees to the Baseball Hall of Fame, and nobody made it. Zero, nada. Nobody got elected. On this year's ballot, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and Curt Schilling. Barry Bonds has been left off for quite a few years, and so is Roger Clemens because of their steroid use. Curt Schilling deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but he has said some things that are very controversial. He's very political, and he's irritated a lot of people. Friends, this is not the Hall of who are you going to have over for dinner. This is not the Hall of who do I want teaching my kids in school. This is the Baseball Hall of Fame. The argument of whether bad people should be in the Hall of Fame or not begins and ends with Ty Cobb. In the early part of the 20th century, Ty Cobb was the best player in baseball. If he was playing right now, he'd be one of the best players in baseball. He played hard, he was competitive, and he was talented. He was a racist, he was a jerk, and he was an alcoholic. But he needs to be in the Hall of Fame because you can't write the history of baseball without talking about Ty Cobb. The same goes with Curt Schilling. If he said some things that are disagreeable, he should be voted in on what he did on the baseball diamond. Now, Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens, it's a little more complicated. They broke records that they might not have broken had they not been on steroids. But that said, they played in the steroid era. And in Bonds' case, he thrived in a time when the management and the commissioner and all the leaders running baseball were looking the other way. In the mid-1990s, after the baseball strike of 1994, that really hurt the game and really took away a lot of fans' interest, guys started hitting a lot of home runs. It wasn't just, it started out with Mark McGwire, and Sammy Sosa. And while Bonds was already one of the best players in the league, in 1998, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa went absolutely bananas, breaking Roger Maris's home run record. Bonds saw that, and being competitive and being somewhat of a jerk, he decided that I'm better than those guys and I'm going to show the world by doing what they did. He got into performance-enhancing drugs, and his home runs went off the charts, hitting 73 home runs in 2001 and ending up with 755 home runs. So Bonds has more home runs than anybody else. He broke Henry Aaron's hallowed record, and Henry Aaron broke Babe Ruth's hallowed record, and Willie Mays has his spot in 660 home runs. No matter what Bonds or anybody else did, they do not affect the legend of Henry Aaron, Babe Ruth, or Willie Mays. So although the records show that Bonds has 755 home runs, he has not taken away anything that Aaron, Ruth, or Mays did. Now, this is turning into a rant, which is okay because I rant a lot about baseball. Or maybe it's not okay because a lot of you have probably turned this off by now. But the point is, by hitting 755 home runs, Bonds is where he is on the home run record. And he is where he is on his image. But he's another one of those people that you cannot write the history of baseball without mentioning him. And the same goes with Roger Clemens. So both of those men should be in the Hall of Fame. It should be noted that they use performance-enhancing drugs, and then we should move on. So that's my rant for tonight. Please leave your comments. Please like and share. Comment and subscribe. And we'll keep this conversation going far and wide. And as I said Sunday, let's use sports to find our shining needle of common ground in that haystack of fear.